The wait is finally over, as Nintendo has officially announced their next Nintendo Direct. The speculation naturally circulates around what games we could potentially see. However, I didn't want to just make a standard prediction video, so we're gonna put a little spin on it. This is the Nintendo Direct Bingo! Some basic rules before we start. I'm gonna split each prediction into broad categories, the contents of which I will reveal as we talk about them. I'm also not predicting that all 25 items I mention here will happen in one Direct, because that'd be absurd. This is simply a list of items we could expect from the next Nintendo Direct. Some because of patterns in Nintendo's release schedule, others because of leaks, and some simply thanks to a gut feeling. Oh yeah, leaks, we'll be covering those too, so if you're concerned about them, click off the video right now. And with all of that out of the way, these are a couple of games I simply don't expect to appear in this Direct. I'm not going to be including the obvious exclusions like No Mother 3, cause that'd be cheating. But there is one confirmed one I'll include just for the free space. Feels wrong not to have Smash at least mentioned here, since it'll be the first Nintendo Direct with absolutely no mention of Smash since 2017. Alright, starting with an actual prediction, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope won't be in this Direct, simply cause Ubisoft will want to cover it in their next online E3 conference. Another game that was already announced, but I don't think we'll get any updates here, is Bayonetta 3. Sorry Bayonetta fans, but this feels like the prime candidate to get delayed to 2023. Even if it doesn't get delayed, I just feel like they won't have footage ready till maybe E3. These last two exclusions will be games that have been leaked and assumed to be in every Direct afterward, Mario Kart 10 and the new Donkey Kong. I just think these games won't release this year. In DK's case, they'll probably want to wait for the rumored Donkey Kong movie and the Donkey Kong expansion to Super Nintendo World to tie into a new game. And in Mario Kart's case, to be completely honest, I don't expect them to release another Mario Kart on Switch. It just doesn't make sense when the game is selling absurd numbers to this day. Name is self-explanatory, so let's get the obvious one out of the way. More Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak info. Then we have two games that have been announced for Switch but have been MIA ever since. Genshin Impact and Fall Guys. In theme with games that seem to never come to the console, Persona 4 Golden will finally come to Switch. Yeah, if they didn't tie Persona 5 into Joker's reveal for Smash, they're not gonna do it. But Persona 4 Golden was ported to Steam, so just put it on the console already, Atlas. A Smash tie-in I do think they'll still capitalize on is Tekken. Though I don't think they could get the rumored Tekken 8 or even a port of Tekken 7 to run on Switch, so instead, a port of Tekken Tag Tournament 2 from the Wii U. And last but probably the least, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Cloud Edition. No pun intended. Not sure how the Cloud Kingdom Hearts games did on Switch, but it kinda makes sense for this to be the next Square Cloud game. Doesn't stop it from being disappointing, however. This category will cover updates on games we already know exist. For example, a DLC announcement for Mario Party Superstars. I could also see us getting a small DLC campaign for Kirby and the Forgotten Land, maybe one featuring Meta Knight and King Dedede since we haven't seen them in the trailers at all. While we're on the topic of DLC, a paid campaign for Ring Fit Adventure. Sure, this game came out 2.5 years ago, but I totally think they could still give it a DLC campaign. We're also 100% getting a full Splatoon 3 overview soon, but I don't think it'll be at this Direct. That's right, everyone's favorite underwhelming announcement from the September 21 Direct returns. They'll announce a Splatoon 3 Direct and move on. If it wasn't obvious when I didn't mention this in the exclusion segment, I expect another small trailer for Breath of the Wild 2. Along with some more gameplay footage, they might finally reveal the game's name so we can stop calling it the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Lastly, the first trailer for the Mario movie. It just makes sense for these movie announcements to be in Directs thanks to the response that the voice cast reveal got. Alright, now we've reached the most exciting predictions. What potential new games could be announced at this Nintendo Direct? Okay, I promise the rest of these are good. Getting the big leak out of the way, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Honestly pretty surprising to hear about this since we already have a Xenoblade on Switch, but Monolith has shown they can put out games pretty fast. A new Fire Emblem remake has also been rumored for a while now, but which Fire Emblem game specifically is a mystery. I'll go with a remake of Fire Emblem 4 just because it's the next one in the line to get a remake. The last rumored game I think we could see here is Metroid Prime Trilogy. I know recent reports have suggested that only Metroid Prime 1 will be remastered, but I'll be the dumb optimist and say all three of them will be available to play on Switch. This bingo so far has been missing games from a certain plumber, which means we can probably expect another sports game. Mario Baseball. On the topic of release patterns, we haven't gotten a new Rhythm Heaven in a while, and that's just the perfect small little game to fit in here. Finally, I think we could potentially look at a new project by Next Level Games, since Luigi's Mansion 3 is nearing 3 years old now, and that matches up with their recent release schedule of 3 years between games. They probably aren't doing a Luigi's Mansion 4 this soon though, so maybe they'll finally bring back Punch-Out! And I believe that's all the spots fill. Oh, no, wait, there's one more. Well, I guess I can use my free space. No, we use that too. I guess we could put this here. I know it's an indie game and there's an indie game direct, but this game was big enough to be part of E3 2018's Treehouse. Look, I have a friend who really loves Hollow Knight, so if you're watching, this is for you! And those are my predictions for this Nintendo Direct, presented in bingo style. Wow, look at that, all of that talking about new games and predictions, and the Direct starting. Oh man, guys, I wonder what we could get, and we could get like oh my god, the trailer's starting, okay. Oh my god, what is this?